Poem for Genesis chapters 1 through 11. Upon the void so dark and hollow, silent, still, without tomorrow, drifted naught but empty waters, shifting deep without a shore. Then from heights beyond all seeing, through the deep and voided being, spoke a voice with firm decreeing, "Let there be." And light then soared. Golden rays upon the ether parted dark from shining more. God declared the day was born. From the sky came mist ascending, forming vaults with clouds suspending, splitting seas and streams unending, water up and water low. Thus the firmament was crafted, heavens high and oceans drafted, and the vault of sky was lifted, stars to one day burn and glow. Evening faded, morning wakened, forming what we now bestow, earth and air and tides that flow. Then the ground was raised in wonder, breaking waves and pushing under mighty seas that stretched asunder, land from chaos born anew. From its face sprang grass and flowers, vines that clung to leafy towers, trees that bore both fruit and power, every herb and seed that grew. Then the voice again resounded, speaking forth a thing so true, "Let the light divide in two. Greater lights for days commanding, lesser lights for midnight standing, stars to pierce the dark expanding, jewels against the cosmic black." Then the waters burst with motion, living things within the ocean, wings that danced above the open, filled the heavens, called them back. "Multiply," his voice then thundered, "fill the deep and never lack, sky shall sing where wings attack." Then the land itself did quiver, teeming forth with flesh delivered, creatures great and creatures smaller, moving, creeping, wild and free. From the dust he made a being, shaped with hands so strong, decreeing, "In our image man is seeing." Life then breathed where none had been. Man and woman he created, blessed them both upon the scene, rule and keep what lies between. Eden bloomed with flowing river, every fruit one could consider, every joy within its shimmer, yet one tree was set apart. "Do not eat of this, my making, or your soul shall break and aching, find itself in dust forsaken, death to stain your beating heart." Still the serpent came with cunning, whispering his poisoned art, "Eat, and wisdom shall impart." Tasting now forbidden knowing, both their eyes were opened, showing naked shame upon them growing, fig leaves fastened in disgrace. God then called them in the garden, though they ran, he did not harden, but he spoke their bitter pardon, sending them from holy place. Cherubim with fire defending, blocking all to lost embrace, dust to dust they fell from grace. Then the sorrow dark descended, earth was cursed and toil extended, pain and labor never ended, thorns and sweat and blood were sown. From their loins 2 sons were given, Cain and Abel, strife now driven, jealous wrath would not be hidden, murder's hand was first made known. "Where is Abel?" rang the question. "Cain, now cast to wander lone, marked by God, yet not his own." Generations filled the nations, cities rose and fell in stations, wicked men in veneration, bowing low to wicked lore. Giants walked among the living, strength and terror they were giving, yet the hearts of men were driven, evil through their very core. God beheld the earth in sorrow, swore to cleanse it evermore, water's wrath would drown the shore. Yet in all this bleak decaying, Noah stood in faithful swaying, built an ark while men were braying, mocking all that he foretold. Then the heavens burst in grieving, all the earth beneath was heaving, winds and waves in ceaseless beating, 40 days the flood unrolled. Only Noah and his dwelling, sheltered from the storms controlled, drifted safe as judgment told. Then the waters ceased their roaring, mountains rose in sunlight pouring, dove was sent, returning, soaring, till the earth was dry and bright. Then upon an altar burning, Noah knelt, his heart returning to the Lord who saved discerning, giving man another light. And God swore by rainbow's splendor, never would he flood despite mankind's wayward, wicked plight. Yet again men, proud and clever, built their towers, bold endeavor, trying high to reach forever, storming heavens with their might. God looked down, their tongues confounding, scattered all, their pride abounding, left their city, plans surrounding, lost in Babel's shattered sight. So began the spread of nations, different tongues in scattered fight, yet his mercy gave them light.